In a previous spoiler, it was mentioned that Luo Feng passed the second level of the Heavenly Bridge as a warrior and then challenged the third level as a controller. Based on the advice of the King Immortal, ZhenYan, he referred to the secret manual and focused on understanding the essence of the original law of space. After 10 years of hard cultivation in Primal Chaos City, Luo Feng's comprehension of the original law of space had become quite solid. Although his cultivation was still not on par with the gatekeeper of the third level, his solid foundation and willpower, far exceeding that of an average Universe Level 1 warrior, made him fully capable of easily passing the third level. In fact, his solid foundation had significantly enhanced his body technique and speed. However, Luo Feng did not choose to proceed this way. Unlike other geniuses, Luo Feng didn't have a mentor guiding him from behind. He had to rely on his own independent growth. Especially when comprehending the original law of space, Babata could not provide direct guidance. Therefore, Luo Feng could only learn on his own during the challenge of the Heavenly Bridge, carefully observing how the gatekeeper used the Yenchen armament. After grasping the key points, he chose to defeat the gatekeeper and easily passed the third level. However, when he entered the fourth level, his previous speed advantage could no longer be displayed. This was because the gatekeeper of the fourth level used the fourth tier of the Yenchen armament optimum power. The speed was so fast that Luo Feng couldn't defend at all, and in the end, he was completely defeated with a single strike. The current progress was Bolan firmly held the first place, having passed the fourth level, while Luo Feng was in second place, having passed the first 3 levels. Undoubtedly, Luo Feng has a solid foundation in understanding the essence of the original law of space, even surpassing Bolan in this regard. However, this does not mean that his strength exceeds Bolan's. The results of the Heavenly Bridge challenge reflect the gap between the two. In fact, a solid foundation does not necessarily equate to higher comprehension. The original law is like a subject, progressing from elementary school to middle school, to university, and then to even higher levels. Bolan's comprehension of the original law of space is already close to a university level, while Luo Feng is still at the elementary school stage. For some secret techniques at the middle school level, Bolan can undoubtedly master them with ease, while Luo Feng would be unable to perform them. However, for secret techniques that only require an elementary school level of comprehension, Luo Feng's flexibility and stability will give him a greater advantage. To analyze the original law at its core, the initial comprehension will inevitably take more time than most others, possibly 2 or even 10 times longer. As a result, the cultivation progress will be slower and may even face the risk of stagnation. However, once the breakthrough is made and the foundation is mastered, the gap will quickly narrow as comprehension continues to improve, and it may even lead to a situation where the weak can defeat the strong. More importantly, these warriors will be able to fully grasp the original law of space in a shorter amount of time. Because of this, while Luo Feng has already attained the strength of a universe master, Bolan and Rongjun are still stuck at the level of king-level immortals. Back to the plot. After successfully passing through 2 levels of challenges, Luo Feng received a large number of points and 2 opportunities to comprehend the Chaos Steel. Learning from his previous lesson, he decided not to use the points recklessly, but to save them for future needs. As for the comprehension opportunities, he chose to use one, as he had not comprehended the Chaos Steel for nearly 10 years in the beginning universe. Although Luo Feng had the strength to start comprehending the second image of the Chaos Steel, he chose to continue studying the first image. His goal was to elevate his understanding of the first image to a level beyond perfection, ensuring a firmer foundation in the original law of space. Not long after, the golden horned beast was finally about to break through again. In fact, the golden horned beast could have broken through to the domain master level much earlier. However, Luo Feng was too focused on comprehending the original law and studying the secret technique, often sitting in meditation for years at a time. It is important to note that Luo Feng's internal world needed to evolve by devouring metal, but due to his focus on comprehending the original law, he naturally neglected this need. Although Babata was connected to Luo Feng's consciousness and could have urged him to devour metal, she did not do so. She knew that in the beginning universe, the opportunity to comprehend the original law was extremely precious, and delaying the golden horned beast's breakthrough by a few years or even a decade would have little impact on Luo Feng. Therefore, Babata decided to let Luo Feng prioritize his cultivation of the original law. It is worth mentioning that every human warrior, upon breaking through to the domain master level, will produce a life core within their body. The golden horned beast, being born with a life core, will also produce another life core upon breaking through to the domain master level. Unlike humans, the golden horned beast's life core fuses with its original core, forming a harder outer shell, providing far superior defense compared to warriors of the same level. This is also why warriors of the same level find it difficult to break through the golden horned beast's life core. Additionally, the hardness of the golden horned beast's life core shell is also related to its powerful inner world. When the golden horned beast breaks through to the domain master level, the diameter of its inner world reaches 100,000 kilometers, longer than any road on Earth. This allows Luo Feng's human body to rapidly replenish its genetic energy or spiritual power during combat, no matter how much is consumed. In a war of attrition, there are hardly any opponents of the same level who can match Luo Feng. Although the space within the life core is called the inner world, it is not a true world in the conventional sense. In fact, aside from the warriors themselves, it cannot contain any items, whether living beings or inanimate objects. If other items are forcibly brought into the inner world, there are usually two outcomes. One is that the item will be automatically decomposed, melted, and digested by the inner world. The other is if the item exceeds the life core's carrying limit, the inner world will collapse, and the warrior will demise as a result. This is why, during the early struggles of the Golden Horned Beast, when Hong and Leishan joined forces to counter the Golden Horned Beast, when the Golden Horned Beast discovered that there was an excessive amount of metal mixed with many atomic bombs, it decisively stopped devouring. Not sure if you've noticed, but in the latest preview, Luo Feng's children Luo Ping and Luo Hai have already grown into adults. This is to be expected. In fact, Luo Feng has spent 10 years training in the beginning universe, while over 30 years have passed on Earth. With such a long time dedicated to training, Luo Feng hasn't spent much time with his family. Now that he's made breakthroughs in his cultivation, it's only natural for him to take the opportunity to enter the virtual universe and spend time with them. But then again, why do I feel like Luo Ping looks a bit like Hua Yuhao from the Peerless Tang clan? In fact, it's not only Luo Feng who strives to cultivate and protect Earth, but his wife, Xu Xin, is also working hard to create better opportunities for herself, aiming to get closer to Luo Feng. After all, as a core member of the Virtual Universe Company, Luo Feng holds an extremely high status among the human races. Although Xu Xin isn't particularly skilled in cultivation, she is very proficient in managing the company. With the help of her brother, Luo Hua, the company she manages has reached a net value that qualifies it to be a part of the Virtual Universe Company's outer membership. Of course, with Xu Xin and Luo Hua's abilities, they don't need to become a subsidiary under the Virtual Universe Company, nor do they need to share profits with it. Xu Xin's goal is to become a core member of the Virtual Universe Company. Before Luo Feng finishes his training and leaves the beginning universe, Xu Xin successfully joined the Apocalypse space and became a member. Although her status is still 2 levels lower than Luo Feng's, her effort and perseverance are truly admirable and moving. After passing the challenge of the 3rd level of the Heavenly Bridge, Luo Feng gained the opportunity to attend classes with the experts of the 9 universes lineage. It is worth noting that in Primal Chaos City, there are 18 powerful figures who have founded their own sects under the 9 universes sect. To be able to establish a sect in Primal Chaos City, one must be at least at the level of an immortal king. For Luo Feng, the first lesson is crucial, because according to the rules of the Virtual Universe Company, if one chooses to apprentice under a master, they must personally attend the first class of that master's lecture as a sign of respect. Luo Feng's astonishing performance on the Heavenly Bridge attracted the attention of the masters of the 9 universes sect within the Virtual Universe Company. When he successfully passed the 3rd level, several masters were eager to take him as their disciple, as he was considered a once-in-a-billion-year genius within the 9 universes sect. More importantly, they noticed that Luo Feng's rate of progress was no less impressive than Bolan's. As a result, they all developed an appreciation for his talent and sought to cultivate him. Ultimately, Luo Feng chose to follow ZhenYan. After all, ZhenYan had previously guided him in his cultivation, helping him establish a solid foundation and set him on the correct path. It is worth mentioning that ZhenYan is exceptionally powerful, regarded as one of the top figures among immortal kings, even approaching the level of a universe venerable. When ZhenYan finished his lecture, Luo Feng kneeled before the many students and requested to become his disciple. ZhenYan was naturally pleased and agreed, as he had long intended to take Luo Feng as his apprentice. Luo Feng's choice filled him with immense joy. On the other hand, the other masters felt regret, as they had hoped to gain Luo Feng's favor. At that time, ZhenYan may not have anticipated that one day Luo Feng would surpass him, and even become the strongest among the human races. In the following years, Bolan successfully passed the 5th level of the Heavenly Bridge, maintaining his lead over the other geniuses. Luo Feng, not willing to fall behind, managed to pass the 4th level. Meanwhile, Rongjun, Wuka, Longyun, Galesi, and Xian Shui only made it through the 3rd level. In the blink of an eye, 30 years passed. Luo Feng's Golden Horn Beast and Mo Sha Clan clone had evolved to the 6th stage of the Domain Master level, while his human body had not continued absorbing cosmic energy, remaining at the 1st stage of the universe level. After all, once he left the beginning universe, Luo Feng could apply for a nutrient chamber provided by the Virtual Universe Company to help his body evolve to the 9th stage of the universe level. In fact, with the unique nature of Luo Feng's internal world, combined with his achievements in the original laws, he is fully capable of directly breaking through to the Domain Master level. However, he did not do so. This is because once he breaks through to the 6th stage of the Domain Master level, the limitations of his internal world would prevent further progress, which could easily arouse suspicion from the outside world. Therefore, for Luo Feng's human body to break through to the Domain Master level, he must wait until his internal world grows to the 9th stage of the Domain Master level before making the breakthrough. With 10 days left before leaving the beginning universe, the geniuses made their final push, attempting to challenge the Heavenly Bridge once more. In this round of challenges, Rongjun successfully broke through the 4th level, Luo Feng passed the 5th level, and Bolan challenged the 6th level. It is worth mentioning that when Luo Feng broke through the 5th level, he used the 4th stage of the Yenshin armament Optimum Power, while the Gatekeeper used the 5th stage of the Yenshin armament Space Cutting. As the name suggests, space cutting exerts tremendous pressure on space, as if the entire space were being sliced apart. Its power is evident from this. Although Luo Feng's comprehension of the original law of space was already solid, and he had even created a unique technique that fused the Yenshin armament's moves with the flying secret art, Myriad Line Flow, making his attacks more unpredictable, it was still quite a challenge to defeat the 5th stage of the Yenshin armament with the 4th. During the battle, the moves Luo Feng unleashed nearly collapsed under the opponent's attacks, forcing him to rely on his exceptionally powerful consciousness to support the 4th stage of the Yenshin armament, repeatedly struggling to block the opponent's offensive. Just when Luo Feng's consciousness was on the brink of exhaustion, a sudden flash of insight occurred, and in that instant, he fully comprehended the first image of the 9-universe Chaos Steel, greatly enhancing the power of his moves. Ultimately, with this burst of inspiration, Luo Feng turned the tables, defeating the stronger opponent and successfully passing the 5th level of the Heavenly Bridge. After passing the Heavenly Bridge challenge, Luo Feng was once again granted an additional opportunity to comprehend the Chaos Steel. He decided to take advantage of this chance before leaving the beginning universe to delve deeper into the steel one last time. During his process of comprehending the original law in the beginning universe, although Bolan's achievements still ranked first, his rate of progress was clearly slower than Luo Feng's. This was mainly because Bolan was simultaneously cultivating both the space and time upper laws, which slowed his cultivation progress. More crucially, Luo Feng's talent was simply too exceptional. While talented geniuses often start impressively, it is the ones who progress rapidly that truly stand out in the long run. As a result, Luo Feng had already become the focal point of attention for countless people. Luo Feng's cultivation journey in the beginning universe came to a stunning and satisfying conclusion. Next, the story will officially transition into the cosmic secret realm. This also marks the beginning of the Blood River Continent arc, which is truly something to look forward to. What do you think? Well, that's all for this video. Thanks for watching this video. Wish you a wonderful day.